Turn on your phone. Open any social media app. You will see it almost instantly. The promise of fast, easy money is everywhere you look. It screams at you from flashy advertisements, confident-looking gurus. They stand in front of rented sports cars. They wear expensive watches that are not their own. They promise you a secret formula, a hidden trick that the rich don't want you to know. They tell you that you can become a millionaire in 6 months, quit your job next week, and live a life of complete freedom without any real effort. It is a loud, chaotic, and incredibly seductive noise that is hard to ignore in our modern world. This constant stream of get-rich-quick content is designed to prey on a very human desire. It targets the part of you that feels stuck. Maybe you are in a job you dislike. Perhaps you feel like you are not making progress in life. These online personalities understand that feeling of quiet desperation perfectly. They offer you a shortcut, a way to skip all the hard work and jump straight to the finish line. Their message is simple and powerful. Your current struggles are not your fault, and the solution is just one click away. All you need to do is buy their course, join their program, and then letting time do the heavy lifting for you. But there is a quieter, less glamorous path to building real wealth. It does not promise instant results. It does not involve secret formulas, risky bets. This path is slower. It is more deliberate. It is about taking small, consistent steps over a long period of time. It is the path of saving a little bit from every paycheck, no matter how small. It is the path of investing regularly in things you understand, and then letting time do the heavy lifting for you. This approach is not as exciting as the promises of overnight success, but it is built on a foundation that is solid, stable, and much more reliable over the long run. The truth is, genuine wealth is rarely loud or flashy. It is often quiet and unassuming. It is the result of discipline, patience, and good habits repeated day after day, year after year. It is less about a sudden windfall and more about a steady accumulation of assets and skills. While the online world is filled with the noise of fast money, the real work of building a secure financial future happens in the quiet moments of daily life. It is about choosing to learn a new skill instead of scrolling through your phone, or making a budget instead of making an impulsive purchase. This is the calm truth that often gets drowned out by the noise. To better understand these two different approaches to wealth and life, let's use a simple metaphor. Think of the get-rich-quick schemes as fireworks. They are incredibly exciting to watch. They shoot up into the sky with a loud bang, exploding into a brilliant display of color and light. For a few brief moments, they capture everyone's attention. They are spectacular, dramatic, impossible to ignore. People gather from all around just to see the show. The sheer power and beauty can make you feel a sense of awe and wonder. It feels like anything is possible in that fleeting, bright moment. However, the magic of the fireworks is always short-lived. After that brilliant explosion, what is left? The light fades away almost as quickly as it appeared. The sky goes dark again, often seeming even darker than before. The loud bang is replaced by a quiet emptiness. All you are left with is the memory and perhaps a lingering disappointment. This is the nature of chasing fast money. It offers a thrilling rush and a promise of instant gratification, but it often leaves you with nothing substantial, a fleeting moment with no lasting warmth. Now consider the alternative: building a campfire. This process is entirely different. It requires patience and effort. You cannot just snap your fingers and have a roaring fire. You need to gather the right materials, find dry wood, arrange the kindling carefully, gently nurture the first small flame. It takes time to get it started and offers no instant spectacle. At first, the flame might be small and vulnerable, needing careful attention. It is a slow, methodical process demanding focus and dedication. But once built, the campfire provides what fireworks never could: steady, reliable warmth that can last for hours, consistent light that pushes back the darkness, creating a safe, comfortable space. A campfire brings people together. Conversation, storytelling, genuine connection. Not a quick, flashy explosion, but enduring comfort and security. This is the path of slow wealth. patiently building something real and sustainable that gives warmth. Security. True freedom for the rest of your life. Get-rich-quick schemes all sell the same alluring product: speed. They promise to collapse time. They tell you that the long, slow journey your parents or grandparents took to build security is obsolete. It is a relic of a bygone era. Today, they claim, you can achieve financial freedom in months, not decades. Their marketing is filled with powerful words. Secret formula, exclusive access, proven system. They create a sense of urgency. Act now. If you don't act, this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity will vanish. The entire narrative is built around getting you to the destination without having to endure the journey. They target people who feel stuck, overlooked, desperate for a change. Their marketing messages are crafted to resonate with feelings of frustration and inadequacy. The initial rush of joining one of these programs feels incredible. But what happens when the promised riches fail to materialize? This is where the most insidious part of the illusion comes into play. Instead, the blame is expertly shifted back onto the individual. You did not hustle hard enough. You allowed negative thoughts to creep in. This cycle of blame creates a toxic loop of guilt and dependence. And you become even more dependent on the guru for the next secret. The lifestyle that these gurus project is, honestly, a carefully constructed fantasy. The flashy sports cars are rented just for the day of the video shoot. Well, they are often just Airbnb properties booked for only a few hours. The stacks of cash are props, and the expensive watches are either borrowed or, believe it or not, clever fakes. The cruel irony is that the only people reliably making money from these get-rich-quick schemes are the gurus themselves. You are not their student, you are their customer. It erodes your self-worth and creates a deep sense of cynicism. Ultimately, these schemes do not deliver freedom, they create a new form of bondage. This constant chase prevents you from focusing on what truly matters: building real skills, cultivating patience, and taking small, consistent actions in the real world. This is a freedom that get-rich-quick schemes can never provide. The principle of slow growing is the complete opposite of the get-rich-quick mindset. Taking small, consistent, deliberate steps that build on each other over long periods of time. On any single day, the progress seems almost invisible. Keep laying that one brick day after day, with care and precision, and you'll build a fortress that can withstand any storm. Consider the simple act of saving a small amount of money from every paycheck. This habit, practiced consistently, transforms from a minor act into a powerful force for stability in your life. The same logic works for your health and well-being. Each individual action is minor, but compounded over years, these habits lead to a life of greater energy, vitality, and longevity. This principle also extends to your character and reputation. It is earned through 1,000 small acts of integrity. It opens doors to opportunities that money cannot buy. At the heart of the slow-growing principle is the mathematical magic of compounding. At first, the growth is painfully slow and barely noticeable. This is the stage where most people give up. But if you stay the course, something incredible begins to happen. The growth curve starts to bend upwards. The money you invested a decade ago is now a much larger sum, and the returns it generates each year are far greater than your initial contributions. Your skills and knowledge also compound. Over years, this small daily habit can transform you from a novice into an expert. The key to unlocking the power of compounding is unwavering consistency. Consistency is more important than intensity. The philosophy behind slow growing shares a deep connection with ancient wisdom, Taoism, mindfulness. Instead, it means acting in harmony with the natural flow of things, rather than trying to struggle against them. You must provide it with the right conditions, good soil, water, sunlight, and then allow it to grow at its own natural pace. The slow-growing path, however, encourages you to focus on the process itself. When you are focused on the journey, the destination takes care of itself. This reduces anxiety and builds a sense of inner calm. The true result, the real wealth you are building, is something far more valuable: sustainable freedom, profound inner peace. The freedom to leave a toxic job without worrying about bills. The freedom to spend quality time with loved ones. It's not about a private jet. It's about owning your time. You can sleep soundly, having built a financial fortress, brick by brick. True wealth is holistic. The slow, steady path cultivates all of this in harmony. Not the fastest, but the surest way to build a rich life. Lasting freedom, security, quiet contentment. The choice between these two paths is a choice you make every day. Every time you see an ad promising to make you a millionaire in 30 days, you are being offered a firework. Chasing these fireworks means living in a constant state of hope and disappointment. Choosing to build a campfire, on the other hand, is a commitment to a different way of living. It is the act of consistently investing that wood into a fire that will grow over time. It is far better to build a campfire for life than to spend your years chasing fireworks that fade in an instant. You must learn to live below your means. You must first build a buffer. The single greatest asset you have, with the highest potential for returns, is yourself. Patience is the secret ingredient that activates the power of compounding. Ultimately, the goal is not to be flashy, it is to be free. It is time to make a conscious decision to stop chasing fireworks. I invite you to start building your campfire. It starts with the simple act of gathering your first piece of kindling, the first dollar you consciously decide to save instead of spend. This is the Flow Seeker way. It's about building something real, something sustainable, something that will provide you with warmth, security, and connection for the rest of your life. Stop chasing the fleeting flashes in the sky. It's time to come home to yourself and begin the noble, quiet work of building your fire for life. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you do not miss our future lessons on slow living, gentlemanly habits, and building a life of purpose. Let's build our campfires together. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.